The best MMA fighter in my city got flattened, knocked out in a street fight just because the other dude had 25 pounds on him and zero experience. But he was aggressive, right? Weight classes are there to keep fighters alive, right? If weight classes didn't exist, guess what could happen? This is what could happen. Some random dude from the bar can walk in and say he's a 145, he identifies as a 145-pound featherweight, and he'll fight Aldo after never fighting a day in his life with his big beer belly, and he will kill Aldo. Literally kill him in there. You are so stupid that you think martial artists have superpowers. 99% of fat bar dudes would kill Conor McGregor in a street fight. You bring a 6'3" fat dude from the bar who's aggressive against Conor McGregor, and they would kill him in a street fight, right? You're so stupid that you think men the size of women are going to somehow have magical powers against a bear-built dude. The saddest part of the internet is that people think Floyd Mayweather can beat Logan Paul in a street fight. Dude, what's his name? Dr. Disrespect can beat the shit out of Conor McGregor. He could kill him. Right? If Dr. Disrespect's wife cheated on him and he was angry, or like something made him angry, right? He could kill Conor McGregor in a street fight. Like literally kill him. And it would be almost laughable. Right? Does anyone really think Dr. Disrespect wrapping his arms around Conor McGregor's neck and choking him to death? Does anyone think a 145-pound McGregor is going to pull a 6'7" man's arms off? Are you guys high? If Dr. Disrespect grabbed Conor's neck and started choking him, there is nothing Conor could do. Literally nothing. There's a reason why Conor at 145 fights Aldo, right? Conor's not fighting Brock Lesnar. There's people who think Conor at his peak could beat Brock Lesnar, right? You guys are so stupid, man. Like, it's so embarrassing that there's people who defend this take. Like, oh my God. Now, if Dr. Disrespect's like this softy who's not aggressive, right? But I'm assuming he's like some aggressive guy in this, right? Because Conor's aggressive, like to even it out. I see what you're saying. They both got to be fighting to the death. Well, it wouldn't even have to. Do you guys not get out? Like, you've never been to a club and watched a street fight? You guys have never watched a street fight in your life? You guys have never seen a amateur fighter get knocked out by a random guy? You've never even seen those videos? Do you know why professional fighters, amateur fighters have so much anxiety in the club when someone picks a fight with them? If you go watch my amateur fighter friends, right? Why they get so scared when there's a bar fight or someone's trying to fight them is because they immediately remember they are human. They're not like, right? Now, what's funny is a lot of people be like, oh, he's an MMA fighter, so I'm going to lose, and their anxiety builds. But if you've never seen fighters getting fucked up by random aggressive bar guys, I don't know, I think you're lying. I think you've never had your buddy who's very well trained in boxing get fucked up outside of a club by some fucking demonic dude. You guys are very stupid, man. That's like those guys who think getting a black belt means you're safe at the club. No, you're not. Let's say Jake Paul didn't have professional training for boxing, right? Right? Let's say he wasn't that good. If Jake Paul wasn't that good and Jake Paul fought Taylor Holder from TikTok, who is very experienced in boxing, he spent years boxing, Jake Paul would still kill him with low experience. Why? Because Jake Paul's more aggressive. It's not about experience, especially in a street fight. This kid right here, Taylor Holder, let me YouTube him. Hold on. You guys are so stupid, man. Taylor Holder boxing. See this guy? This guy's name is Taylor Holder. He spent years boxing. He has EXP. And he fights Gibb, who has no EXP. And he gets fucked up. Right? It's really not about experience. This story is going to change your life, okay? My brothers do MMA, right? And they always tell this story, right? Why my brothers never G-check me. Both one of my brothers is MMA champ, right? In jiu-jitsu and all, he's got medals or whatever. And my other brother is just a MMA fighter, and they're both fighters, right? Both my brothers. When my brothers hear me talk like this, they never G-check me. They never drop their MMA card. They never say I'm wrong. Why? Because they always talk to me about something that they saw happen in their gyms. So basically, my brother, he's being trained by professionals and all that. One day, right, as he's being trained by guys who are professionals, guys who actually are like very experienced, 10 years of experience, guys who are actually have cage experience, all that. As my twin brother is being trained by these professionals, right? They're all sparring, right? All these guys who have been spending 10 years in MMA are all sparring hard and whooping each other's ass. And a stranger walked into their gym. This stranger had no experience. This stranger was being targeted by some gangs and was getting in fights all the time, so he wanted to learn to defend himself. This stranger walked in that day and he went rounds with every single experienced fighter in the gym. He fucked up all 6 of them. And he left the gym. And all of that happened in less than 2 hours. And nobody talked for months at a time. Because that's literally how the world works. Some people are fucking demons in there. Some people are just better. Right? This guy was a very hardened dude. This guy's been in a lot of shit. He fucked up everyone. Now, I know that they weren't wrestling, right? Because easily the professional MMA fighters could have taken him down, but they were just kickboxing, right? They were kickboxing. He literally fucked them all up, right? He fucked them all up. Now, you could say, well, he's young and they're older and blah, blah, blah. Dude, some people just got it in them, okay? Some people are, you'll never know this till you work security at a nightclub and see cokeheads who have you ever seen a fiend who's never trained, but he fucks people up at the bar? When you start seeing that there's actual demons out there, fighters, when they're at the bar, are worried about these kinds of people. There are these types of people who are fucking psychotic, right? Even Jake Paul has a bit of it in him. This kid right here is Taylor Holder. He has a lot of boxing experience. Look how much he sucks. With all that experience, look how much he sucks.
Bringing it down to the body, not utilize a ton to not.
This is the one sport where experience needs to be combined with aggression, right? He doesn't have it in him. I'm sorry. Years of experience and perfect form, and he sucks. But according to you guys, his years of experience should make him walk through Gib. Why is he not walking through this YouTuber who never boxed? Why is he not walking through him? Because Gib is the aggressive one in there. So never forget that experience does lose to aggression, and that's just it, right? Now, when experience has aggression, that's a champion, right? How can you say Taylor Holder sucks if your argument is that he spent years training in boxing, right? Your original point was size. That's exactly my point, that I have 60 pounds on Andrew Tate and I'm aggressive as fuck. I would hurt him. I have way too much for him. Would I hurt his brother? Fuck no. He buffers me out. That's the whole point, you idiot. Drew is a fucking retard. Now look at this. Let me show you what you're seeing here. This is why you guys are so stupid, dude. I've done this argument a million times, and you guys have weak IQ, man. I am so scared you guys do 2 years of boxing and get cocky and fight someone on the street. That's who you guys are. You're gonna get killed.
They're all professionals, so let's fight like it. Touch them up. Devin,
What are we seeing from my argument in Jake Paul? We're seeing aggression and experience fusing, right? And this is not a 1 + 1 = 2. This is a 1 + 1 = 10 in fighting. This is insane difference.
one kid's got no punching. Tonight, they're all professionals, so let's fight like it. Touch them up.
Drew, I'm banning you. Fuck out of here. I'm not comparing Holder to Andrew Tate. I'm comparing Holder to Gib. Now get the fuck out of my channel and never come back. Fucking idiot, bro. He's literally pressing the squat button and it's sticky, the controller, so he spams it. Paul is ass. What are you talking about? I know he's a younger fighter here in his career, but that's not ass. Jake is always safe, right? His jab is always there. It's always, he sticks it. It hurts. What are you talking about? Jake looks great. He's always out of the way. He looks great. No, Gib is not aggressive. This is not aggression. Just because you're moving forward and swinging your arms at his face doesn't mean you're aggressive. All right? A toddler can move forward on you and swing their arms. Aggression is killer instinct. Right? Gib is throwing punches to touch him. Gib is not aggressive here. Gib is an idiot here. Aggression is through, right? If you're fighting someone and you're going forward, that's actually not aggression, right? Aggression is going through them. It's not punching their chin, it's punching through their chin. Aggression is killer instinct. Aggression means you want your arm to go in their face and through their skull. Aggression means with the intent to harm. Right? Not the intent to score a point, not the intent to fucking buzz him and stun him. Killer instinct, it can't even be trained, you know? If you have some of it, it can get better, but some people either have it or they don't, right? And Gib is someone who trained it and it got better. Jake Paul's so nervous here. He's way more skillful than this. This is his worst performance. At this time training with Shane Mosley, he was way better, but he was nervous. Could have done this whole fight keeping his arms down and nothing would happen to him. He'd always be safe. Literally always.
Rushing in there.
No, I chose the right video. Jake Paul's having here is he's so used to sparring with higher level people that he's circling as he's doing his little hooks. He's circling away from the opponent because he always feels that he's in danger. But actually, if Jake Paul planted his feet and really stuck him, he could have fucking killed him. He could have knocked him the fuck out, right? But Jake Paul was so used to sparring with higher level people that he's used to anxiety. Like, oh, I might get hit, right? So if Jake Paul if this fight would have went longer, Jake Paul would realize he's never in danger, and he'd be like, okay, I'm going to light him up, right? But this is Jake Paul's worst performance. He could have done so much more. This could have been so violent, right? John, you're wrong. True aggression is walking forward and wanting to see if the guy is dead, lifeless. If you have fight IQ, you can't have aggression. What are you talking about? Fight IQ is literally knowing when to deposit your aggression. Fight IQ is head kicking DC and being calculated enough to know when you're going to unload everything, right? Fight IQ doesn't mean you're never a caveman. It means you select the caveman finish for the right moment. Fight IQ doesn't mean you're a nerd in there. What are you talking about? Fight IQ is a reserved caveman. It's a caged caveman, right? And then there's Justin Gaethje, who has low fight IQ, so he's just an uncaged caveman, right? Which is weird. The more you cage the caveman in Gaethje, the more fights he wins, right? Jake is so afraid that he's going to hide behind that jab against Gib, which is so stupid. He could have had the most viral clip of his life here. Exactly. True aggression equal caveman aggression. Therefore, fight IQ is unmatchable with aggression. What? What do you mean by that? Exactly. True aggression equal caveman aggression. Therefore, fight IQ is unmatchable with aggression. No. You're assuming a fighter. You're assuming there's humans without the caveman. All of them have the caveman. Some bleed it out early. Some bleed it out later. Right? High fight IQ means knowing when to unleash. Right? That's all it means. Never in danger. Like, this is so sad. Like, this is a high level boxer, amateur boxer, afraid of pillows. The only punches that he did were these. Like, he could have had such a better clip. I bet he hates this. He hates rewatching this, right? And he was nervous here, right? Dude, Jake Paul was less nervous for fighting Woodley. Oh, that's hard to see, man. That is hard to, like, these are not the punches we needed, right? But now look at this. Here's the point I'm making, right? To all you fucking idiots who think, yo, John, these are professional MMA fighters. They could kill anyone at the club. You're wrong. You're literally wrong. Men who are 30 pounds above them with aggression can hurt them bad. They're human, right? And don't say, well, John, they're used to fighting. No, they're not. It's a street fight with no gloves. They're going to get fucking punctured, right? Their jaws are going to break. Now, look at this. According to you guys, this professional MMA fighter experience makes them God tier. Okay, that Gib guy who cannot fight is fighting this kid who's boxed for years. Years of boxing experience. This is Gib, the guy who just fucking sucks. Look at the difference. According to you guys, this guy with years and years and years of experience should be able to kill Gib. What is your argument now? A man who has, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the guys I've seen at bars. A man who has won 5 extremely violent bar fights in a row is 1,000 times more scary than 99% of UFC fighters. You'll never understand till you watch these types of fights in the bars. You'll never get it. According to you guys, that high-level fight experience should kill Gib. Why is it not killing Gib? Because it's stagnated by an aggressive man. He becomes aggressive. And this guy with all your fucking experience, oh, John, he has so much experience. Well, where is it? Why is it not showing? This is how dumb people are. Dude, you know when you get punched with gloves, you get wobbled? You know what happens when you get punched without gloves? You get pierced, right? It's a different feeling.
That is those body shots. Those body shots can take your opponent's breath away.
Look at this. According to you, the boxer should be able to kill the YouTuber. Years of boxing experience, few months of training.
You know, when the odds first came out on Stat Hero, Taylor Holder was an underdog. And then I did my #1 sports betting show in the country, The Early Edge. And we said Taylor Holder should have been the favorite. And all of a sudden,
And it switched.
it switched. It switched. I'm just saying, we moved the market.
Just like that.
Well, Gibb has a lot of fans, and it's not just his personal fans or his personal subscribers. The entire YouTube UK.
No. Don't even say high EXP, low talent, right? Because then you'd have to talk about Gibb, you idiot, right? You gotta say high EXP, zero aggression. Meaning he spent years sparring with soft men. How do you spend years boxing and this fight doesn't feel like a sparring match to you? That makes no sense.
Is all supporting Gibb. Some of the biggest creators in the world supporting Gibb, and of course TikTok.
Do you know why fighters don't ever talk about details of fighting? They always say, does he got the dog in him? Oh, he's got a real dog in him, right? Why do fighters always say that? He's got a dog in him. What do you think they're referring to? It is a mindset, it's a temperament, right? That's why they lose it. Sometimes fighters lose the ability to kill someone, right?
You know, my part.
That's why I'm saying, guys, if Taylor Holder comes to fight you in a bar fight and you know he's got years of boxing experience, who cares? Go with your initial gut instinct that you're going to win. Who cares if he has experience? Like, why are you afraid of this guy because he has experience? Why? He says UFC fighters, not mid boxers. Okay, so can Jose Aldo or Conor McGregor hurt Jon Zherka in a bar fight? Can a 145-pound male beat me in a bar fight? And just my stats are, I'm a lot heavier. Look at this chat. You know, I saw a YouTube channel that covers MMA and they agree. They're like on your side. This is scary, dude. You know, the only people who get this question right are real fighters. Like, if I ask a real MMA fighter, if I ask a professional MMA fighter, I go, yo, bro, do you think Conor McGregor could beat me up at 145? They would be in tears laughing. They'd say, John, you could eat Cheetos for the rest of your life and win that fight. Like, the only fighters can answer this question. Nobody else. I don't know why average IQ is so low. I can eat Cheetos for 10 years straight and kill a 145er in the octagon, in the street, anywhere. Without skills. I'm saying without skill set, right? Maybe I just have aggression, the will to act, that's it. Here, this is who you guys are. According to you guys, Conor should be able to kill this weightlifter. Yeah, I remember when this was viral and people were like, yeah, Conor went easy on him. And I'm like, oh, wow, the internet is interesting. This guy weightlifts. He's not even a fighter. He's a softie. He's kind of like a dad playing with his son. This guy in chat says that dude's 300 pounds. Well, according to you, right? He's just a weightlifter. He has no fight experience, so Conor should kill him. And I'm 50 pounds under him, right? But height-wise, I'd probably be... What? How tall is he? How tall is Mountain? He's not twice as big as me. He's got 50 pounds on me. Right? I could do better in a street fight against the Mountain than Conor, you fucking retard. Are you kidding? I fought a 6'7" guy. What the fuck are you talking about? I fought a huge dude. Are you fucking retarded? You think Conor McGregor will do better in a street fight than me against the Mountain? You are actually retarded, man. Bro, Conor could land flush, the perfect punch, and it's not going to do anything to him. You know how hard it is to knock out a man over 240? Bro, these guys are clueless. I know, I hate Twitch, man. According to you guys, this weightlifter should lose to Conor. John, let's see you spar. No, I'm not talking about sports. No sparring. I'm saying a street fight. Just like this. No gloves, right? Where punches matter, like bare knuckle, right? Something that goes quick, aggressive. Nobody can hide behind glove. None of that shit. Something violent. I just want to see it in its most raw form, right? Where they could break my arm with an arm bar. Or if they can even... Conor, imagine Conor grabbing this guy's arm and trying to do an arm bar on this guy. You really think Conor will get that armbar? Are you guys fucking retarded? It's a weightlifter. This is the scariest part of a bar fight, is that if this guy wanted to, he could snap Conor McGregor in half here. We're clueless. We just think the Mountain is not comparable to a fucking clubber. Are you retarded? The Mountain is a softy pussy. The Mountain guy is a fucking softy, retarded idiot. Right? He's not a violent man. This guy's never been in a street fight. He's a fucking pussy. You think the Mountain's been in a street fight before? He's a fucking YouTuber pussy. The fuck are you talking about? If I ran up to the Mountain's face and said, do something, bitch, this guy would fucking panic. He'd be, oh, I need to be tough right now. You think this guy's been in a street fight before? You think I'm afraid of the Mountain more than the guys in my city? Are you fucking... The guys in my city are literal murderers. They're doing time. The guys I fought are murderers. Literal fucking 6'3" murderers, big boys. You think I'm afraid of this softy? The softest man on YouTube? That boxes like a fucking pussy? I watched his boxing fight. He boxes like a pussy, bro. No, I'm not talking about guns. I'm talking about hand to hand. The Mountain is scary? I would sooner fight the Mountain than a 6'3" fucking gangster in my city. Are you fucking crazy? There's guys in my city who've had 10 fucking street fights a month. There's guys in my city who have Snapchat compilations of how many street fights they have. The most violent guys in my city are way scarier than this YouTuber fucking retard. Right? But again, I'm still correct. The Mountain can kill Conor McGregor. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm making. Don't ever get it confused. You guys, according to you guys, he shouldn't be able to hurt even 170 Conor. Now, I'm not afraid of the Mountain, right? Actually, you know what? Here's what I'd love to do. Shot for shot. One punch in my face, one punch in his face, right? And we'll see who can knock who out. So Monday, he punches me in the face. I won't guard up. I'll just let him hit. And then, Wednesday, it'll be, let's see who hits harder. Let's see who knocks who out. I would love that challenge, right? With a glove too, right? We can keep him safe. I would love that. A man who's never, I would love that, right? And he's trained, so he can't make that excuse. Oh, well, I'm a weightlifter.
Oh, 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 oh.
See, look how he lets go of Conor because he knows, he's like, oh, he's the money guy. He makes a lot of money. I can't embarrass him. I got to be very nice. He's a very nice guy, right? But according to you guys, Conor can hurt this man. If I could box the Mountain, that would be my dream fight. You guys have no idea what I would do to this fucking idiot. I saw his boxing match and he's a slow motion turtle pussy ass bitch. He can't even take a punch. He hides like a little pussy. You know how fucking great? Imagine if I got my boxing match against the Mountain. Do you know what kind of I told you so I would get? When the internet goes, oh my God, there is a speed difference here. And maybe he is a little autistic. Right? That's when you guys would be like, Jon is autistic. Wow. If my dream fight would be the Mountain, because for the rest of my life, forget that I told you so part, for the rest of my life, I would be like, I wouldn't even have to fight anyone, right? I could just end it with that fight. It would be the greatest fucking middle finger to all you bro scientists out there. And someone said, Jon, you're contradicting yourself then because you said size really matters in a street fight. Of course it does, because after 220 pounds, knocking out a human becomes hard. But what happens when all the humans are over 220? Right? What happens? I'm 260 and I move like a crackhead. He's 300 pounds and he's a slow fucking pussy. So you have to ask yourself, do you think me landing a perfect shot on Mountain would hurt him? And really, you know, that's going to tell you everything you need to know. You think, dude, if you told me I had to fucking fight, who's someone else? Give me someone else. The Mountain would be great, right? Because he's 6'9", I'm 6'5". I don't look like a fucking little girl like Conor, right? He can't grab me like that. He will never clinch up with me like that, ever. He would never be able to yank me around like that, ever, right? And he'd be breathing heavy because he's fat. He's a fat-ass loser, right? Look at his fucking, he's a fat-ass loser, bro, right? You guys actually, who do you think I fought in my city, bro? The guy's bigger than me, more aggressive, with experience. Who is this guy? The Mountain is bigger than me. With more experience. He's boxing, right? I'm not trolling. The Mountain would be my dream fight. The Mountain would be my dream fight, right? That would be my dream boxing match on the internet, right?
Oh.
According to you guys, Conor McGregor should be able to hurt him. If he can ragdoll Conor, why can't I do it, right? And I'm not a slow motion fat ass like this guy, right? I'm really quick. Right? Are you kidding me? The Mountain would ragdoll Jon. The Mountain is 300 pounds, right? I'm 260 whatever right now. He would grab me and he would literally have my nuts down his throat, right? I would be a lot more slippery, right? I'm not a fucking 145er like Conor, right? I can pull off him, and I can punch 1,000 times harder than this fat retard.
Oh.
The thing is, I agree, Jon, but Conor can't punch him for real because they're playing. Are you stupid? If Conor punched him for real, he cannot knock him out. He cannot do it, dude. Conor couldn't knock out an old man at a bar. Okay, why Conor is such a great fighter is because he's fighting weightless men. 145er, he's fighting Aldo. When Conor couldn't knock out an old man at the bar, stop thinking fighters have superpowers. The old man was sitting. According to you, fighters have superpowers. That they have superpowers because they fight limited human beings. If they fight regular human beings, they're not that fucking special, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Conor McGregor would be the easiest street fight of my life, right? I could do everything wrong and kill him. I can literally do everything wrong and kill him, right? And he's one of my favorite fighters when he fights people his size. I could literally miss every punch. Every punch of mine could land awkwardly and I'd still kill him. I could hit him with the side of my lower arm and kill him. I could miss 80% of my shots and he'd still be panicking. You think a 145-pound human can knock out a 260-pound man? I could sit down at a bar at 70 years old like that old man and his punch won't do anything to me. Are you guys fucking stupid, man? He can't knock out an old man. He can't knock out an old man, dude. Just because the old man's over 200 pounds. That's like a fucking cheat code. Look at this. This is your hero. Right? I'm not even a Conor hater. I'm just a realist. Like, I know this old man that he punches, right? He's got some weight to him, right? That weight actually guards against punches. Hold on.
Took place in cups for bar patrons looking to buy a round
So
of
this old man's probably like 200 something, right?
his proper 12 whiskey.
You ain't 260. I was just at the gym. Go watch my clips where I get on the scale and then suck my dick. I'm over 260 right now. I'm 265.
For everyone's company. The problem started when the guy opted out. Conor placed a cup in front of him not once but twice, and he still refused. Immediately after the elderly man is handed a glass by McGregor, he moved it away from him toward the front of the bar, not wanting to partake.
One clean left hook from Conor and you're out cold. Okay, sure. Why can't he do it to this old man?
McGregor appears to be insulted.
It doesn't even hurt him because Conor is the size of a woman.
Bar not wanting to partake. McGregor appears to be insulted
That's the strongest woman in the world's punch.
away from him toward the front of the bar, not wanting to partake. McGregor appears to be insulted.
It doesn't even stun the old man. And it was his left arm. Don't call it a jab, you fucking pussy.
And gets in.
It doesn't even do anything to him.
Take. McGregor appears to be insulted.
That sweet soft spot behind the ear. Where's that sweet soft spot behind the ear, bro?
After that.
Fucking look what happens when he has to fight a dude heavier. Like, it's like we saw with Nate Diaz where he could not harm Nate. He was like, whoa, this guy's heavy. And that was like what? They were fighting 170?
Elderly man is handed a glass by McGregor. He moved it away from him
You know what's funny is Conor gets pulled off by a regular man too.
toward the front of the bar, not wanting to partake. McGregor appears to be
He did not hit him in the cheek.
away from him toward the front of the bar, not
Let me
wanting
zoom
to
in. Hold on.
partake. McGregor appears to be insulted and gets in the man's face, prompting two other men
Slow-mo.
to try to calm McGregor down. So
When you're a drunk Conor McGregor, right, and you can't control yourself, you throw a lot into that punch, and it just does nothing.
appears to be insulted
Look at that. He's so angry he's ready for a lawsuit.
toward the front of the bar, not wanting to partake. McGregor appears to be insulted
You think this guy even was bruised?
and gets in the man's face, prompting two other men
Conor McGregor would be the easiest fight of my life. If I was in this bar, he would be dead in 20 seconds. If I wanted to implement my will on a 145-pound human, I would fight a midget. But I'm not evil. That is the easiest fight of my life. Oh my God. I'm not Dr. Disrespect. I'm not from gaming, dude. That's not my background. This is the easiest fight of my life.
To try to calm McGregor down. So Conor takes the shot with fellow bar patrons and then almost immediately throws a sucker punch at the guy. Now, there's two things I love. First, that the dude took it like a champ. And the second is that you see the bartender.
Conor can't even hurt Nate Diaz at 170. He can't drop Nate Diaz. What's he going to do to 260 Zherka? What the fuck? What is he going to do to me? What the fuck? That's like fighting a child.
Go from gleeful to being in his presence to absurd and a shocking face.
You think him being 145 explains everything? No, I have street fight experience from being a security guard for 5 fucking years every single night of my life. Okay? For 5 years of my life, not one human under 200 pounds ever tried to fight. Why? Everyone knows what happens. Go to the bar and see if any human under 200 pounds is going to fight a 260, 6'5" dude. Are you guys fucking high? That does not happen. In nature, we're different animals, right? Conor is he would be a chicken fighting a bull. A trained person would wreck you. Who do you think I was fighting? I fought fighters. I fought aggressive hockey players. I fought gangsters. You're so fucking stupid, dude. A trained person at my weight would kill me. But I even fucking smoked them. And I had the head doorman on my podcast tell the fucking story. I have all the fucking witnesses. You have nothing. What the fuck? This guy says all just junkies. Conor McGregor is known for being a cokehead junkie. What are you talking about? How are you going to make fun of junkies? This is who you're defending.
I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1. I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and
I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I got it for the Lolo. Love with the cat, I'm so dumb. Money fast, in love with. I'm in love with the
Conor, I know the media has a ton of questions.
I got it
Reaction
for the
that's happened
Lolo.
online is bigger than it ever planned before.
I'm in love with the coco.
He's so high. Holy shit. When you have millions of dollars for cocaine.
I know. And then she does clean work.
Through the soda, I got baking soda.
Holy, he tweaks hard, bro. These are the exact people who come to my club. They would do MMA all day, Lions MMA, blah, blah, blah. They'd have amateur fights. They'd be MMA fighters. The little tweakers by night. They'd be junkies by night. These are exactly the guys who start fights. True martial artists didn't, but as soon as they got some cocaine in them, they do this shit.
Baking soda, I got baking soda.
That is scared. Like, what kind of drug is this?
Baking soda, I got baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda.
If I saw this guy at the club, I would say, why is he coming up to my nipples? And remember when Dustin Poirier said, I grabbed Conor and it was very easy to ragdoll him? He's like, I couldn't believe how easy it was. Dude, what do you mean? You guys are in the same weight class. Why is he saying that? They're in the same weight class. That is crazy that he gets ragdolled by a dude in his weight class.
Niggas thinking that I'm solo. 50 deep, they like, oh no.
He like tries to stand big, but you gotta remember this guy's 5'9". That's a woman's size. That's a tall woman.
No, please, no. Heard the fans taking photos. I know nothing but the bobo. He was hurt. Celebrate with her. Going around. What's his shots? Now he celebrate with her. What's his shots? Now he free my homies, fuck the deal. Conor McGregor's trying to go at the judge, fuck my deal.
Pro female fighters would ruin you too. Dude, I could be obese and kill Ronda Rousey in a fight. Like, I could literally walk in there with you could push me in there with a wheelbarrow. I could be obese and I'd still kill her in a fight.
What's going on? All this talk like a Nemo. Water weak like a Nemo. Baking soda, I got big.
Now, why I respect Conor McGregor a lot is when it's a fair fight and he's fighting someone at his weight class, he hits like a truck. He's the hardest hitting 145er that's ever existed. Literally deserves every dollar he got. He is actually a fucking monster. But for some reason at 170 he can't hurt Nate Diaz. He can still drop him a few times. That was really impressive, but he just doesn't have it. And he couldn't even touch a 200-pounder. He could never touch a 210er. He could not touch at all a 220. He wouldn't be able to touch a 230, 240. He wouldn't be able to touch someone. 250, 260. He would just die. Like, he has trouble at 170, man. What are you talking about?
Baking soda. Baking soda. I got.
Even at 155, he has no KO power. That's not true, right? That's not true. Because if you think about Alvarez's fight, he was... Like, not every fight is going to be a KO, man. Like, that's a weird way to see it. I think he has KO power at 155. It's just the fights went different. No, I don't know. I think Conor could kill any human on earth that's 155. Oh, right. Even at 155, he has KO power. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. But a lot of people make the argument he should stay at 145. You guys in chat are saying a 155er can beat a heavyweight. Bro, yo, Moch, bro. I have to VIP you, dude. I swear for the last 2 hours, they keep telling me that. Right? They're not even saying I'm saying a random heavyweight that's not even a fighter. They're just an aggressive male, right? I'm making it easy for them to win the argument and they still can't win. And now I'm saying someone like me with fight experience, with aggression, right? I'm giving the hardest challenge. There is no one on earth that is more of a problem for a 145er than Zherka, right? If God could feed me every 145 pro on earth in a fucking street fight, I would be the most viral dude on earth. You know how many views I'd get? Imagine, I swear on my life, if I fought 500 professional 145ers in a row in the same month with no training, right? No training, no diet, no nothing. Every single fight would go the same. Less than 1 round. Every single one of them. There is not one human on earth that weighs 145 pounds that can beat me in a street fight. Let me change it. There is not one human on earth that is 180 pounds that can ever beat me in a street fight. 180. All right? Give me any middleweight on earth, and I'll show you the difference. Sparring is different, but street fight. Whew. Here's how it would go with a middleweight, right? Right? Here's how it'd go with a starved middleweight, right? He's 180, right? Yeah, give me Chael. Give me Chael right now. Here's how it'd go, right? Here's how it'd go, right? Give me Paul Costa, bro. He looks so big on camera. Let's see him. Let me show you the difference from Paulo Costa, Midget Costa. Give me Costa in a street fight. I'm telling you, give me him. Feed me. Give me Chael. What are you, fucking crazy? Give me Chael. Do you think I'm those guys he fought at Vegas? Just randoms? Are you saying Usman wouldn't KO you? No, Usman would try and wrestle me. He wouldn't KO me. Fuck no. Hell no. What the fuck are you talking about? The day I let a 180-pound dude knock me out clean, if a 250-pounder could have knocked me out, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm getting knocked out by a 180-pound male? Is that what you're saying? What am I made out of, fucking paper? They walk around 210. Yeah, but that's not the agreement, you fucking idiot. Aussie, this is why your mom's a hoe. That's not the agreement. I said 180, not 210, you idiot. The argument is 180. Don't fucking change it because your mom's a hoe.
Baking soda. Whip it through the glass, nigga. I'm blowing money fast.
Why are you comparing your current form to peak steroid bounce form? Yeah, I'm comparing my weakest form right now, today. My weakest form is streamer form. I would still kill them, all of them. Literally all of them. Chimaev would harm me, right? He would harm me. But I don't think he'd knock me out. One shot. Hell no. You think he'd run up to me, boom, knock me out? Yeah. Yeah. You think a 180-pound starved dude, like he's ready for a fight, walks into a bar, knocks out a 260-pound dude, right? I'm sure there's 260-pound dudes who have weak chins, but I'm saying regular, just a regular chin. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not getting one-shotted. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not getting one. What do you think the fucking chin changes over time? Now it's like 1,000 times lighter than... Yeah. And why would you ever bring steroids into the mix? Dude, every single fighter got caught with steroids. Go read the USADA list. How the fuck are you saying these guys are clean now?